Want to know how I achieve 90% open rates and 20% click-through rates with my online store? Well, in this video, you'll learn how to use text message marketing to grow your e-commerce business, along with real examples and data from my online shop. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and be sure to hit the bell button to be notified when new videos come out. Now, when I first heard about SMS marketing, I was extremely skeptical. After all, I get way too much spam in my email and Facebook Messenger inbox, and I usually reserve text for friends and family. But one day, I noticed that my favorite restaurant started sending me text messages for reservations, which I thought was very convenient. Then, my favorite tennis shop started sending me texts to remind me when to restring my racket and to offer me an occasional coupon, and I didn't mind. Now, because I was willing to let my favorite businesses personally message me, I decided to pull the trigger on text message marketing with my own e-commerce store, and overall, the results have been incredible. So in this video, I'm going to teach you everything that I've done to implement SMS marketing with my own online store, along with a thorough analysis of SMS marketing versus email versus Facebook Messenger marketing. Now, SMS stands for Short Message Service, and it's been around since the early 90s. An SMS message is basically a text message without images, and you're allowed up to 160 characters per text. Now, MMS stands for Multimedia Message Service, which is a service that expands upon SMS and allows you to send multimedia content such as images, audio files, and short video clips. So in general, both SMS and MMS are used interchangeably when used to describe text message marketing, and practically every mobile device today supports both SMS and MMS. Now, here are the advantages of text message marketing. Compared to both email and Facebook Messenger, SMS marketing has the highest engagement by far. And here are just some crazy SMS stats for your review. SMS has a 209% higher response rate than phone, email, or Facebook. And according to SMS Bump, almost 30% of consumers will respond to your SMS messages. And out of the responders, almost 50% will make a purchase. Text messages have a 98% open rate on average compared to email at just 24%. The average person takes 90 seconds to reply to an SMS message, but for email, it's 90 minutes. So let's see how these industry engagement rates compare to my own email, text, and Facebook Messenger campaigns. So over here are the open rates for a promotion I sent out during Black Friday. Meanwhile, here's my email click-through rate from Klaviyo, and here's my Facebook Messenger click-through rate from my sponsored message ad. The click-through rate of that ad was 21%, but the actual percentage of people who clicked over to my store after engaging with my chatbot was 38%. So as a result, the true click-through rate of my Facebook Messenger send was 21% times 38%, which equals to 7.98%. Now from this data, my click-through rate for SMS marketing is 5x better than email and 1.06x better than Facebook Messenger. Now for a typical text message broadcast, my click-through rate normally hovers between 10 and 15%, and my SMS engagement always beats email every single time. So overall, texting has the highest engagement rate of any marketing medium that I've ever used. You can track opens, clicks, just like with email marketing and Facebook Messenger marketing. And texting is conversational. Users can reply and chat with you directly. And people open and read text messages immediately. Now, aside from the superior open and click-through rates, the most important aspect of text message marketing is the ability to have conversations with your customers. So whenever I send a text message broadcast, I always receive a bunch of replies with questions. And if I reply to these questions immediately, I can almost always guarantee a sale. Now, this one-on-one conversational aspect of SMS marketing is very powerful. So in order to get started with SMS marketing for your business, you need to sign up with a text message provider. Now, while I can't speak for other types of online businesses, I did a lot of research into SMS providers for e-commerce and decided to go with Postscript.io. And here's why I chose Postscript over the rest. Postscript specializes in e-commerce stores and integrates well with Klaviyo and Gorgeous. They don't charge you for storing phone numbers, unlike most email providers. You only pay for what you send. And Postscript has an extremely simple interface and integrates very well with Shopify. Now, in any case, you should do your own research, but you can't go wrong with Postscript if you run an e-commerce store. But once you've selected your provider, there are many regulations that you must follow before you even send a single text. The Telephone Consumer Protection Act enforces strict penalties on unsolicited text messages sent from your smartphone. As a result, you must set up your website to be in compliance with SMS regulations. Now, when you first sign up for Postscript, they will ask you to add special verbiage to your terms of service and privacy policies, and this is required. Now, after you've updated your policies, here are the rules for gathering mobile phone numbers. So first off, you must request that a customer sign up for marketing updates via a form or a checkbox, and you must have the customer acknowledge that they are okay with receiving text from you. You should use opt-out language in every single text message sent, and with these rules in mind, let's talk about the best ways to get text message subscribers. Now, as mentioned earlier, you have to be extremely careful about how you onboard SMS subscribers to your list, and under the TCPA, sending spam text messages is illegal and can result in fines starting at $500 per infringement. Now, this means that you can't just go through your contact list and start randomly adding people to your list. You can't add phone numbers from business cards that you acquire at a conference. Every subscriber that you add must give you consent to send a message. So here are all the ways that I'm currently gathering SMS subscribers for my e-commerce store over at Bumblebee Linens, and feel free to copy my strategies. Strategy number 1, send a text for free merchandise. Now, on every page of my site, I offer free hankies in return for a phone number. Now, this is what mobile users see on our site. After a user clicks on the above link, their text messaging app is automatically opened with the following pre-populated message, and this is known as a 2-tap opt-in. Once a visitor hits send, they receive a message back with instructions how to redeem their free hanky. Now, this mobile opt-in process is seamless. No phone numbers need to be manually entered, and the visitor instantly becomes a subscriber. Now, on desktop, the process is slightly different. Instead of having a user enter in their phone number manually, I simply have them text the word BBL to a 5-digit number to receive their free merchandise. Strategy number 2, you can gather subscribers during checkout. Now, your best and most engaged SMS subscribers can be had during the checkout process. After all, these visitors already know and trust your store and are willing to open up their wallets. Now, here's a typical Shopify store implementation where a checkbox is used to gather phone numbers during the checkout process. Now, don't worry, PostScript can implement all the above checkboxes for your Shopify store at the click of a button. Strategy number 3, use a spin-to-win pop-up. Now, while you can use a dedicated pop-up form to obtain an SMS subscriber, you should ideally grab an email and a phone number if possible. Now, while you can use a combined email SMS pop-up, these forms don't convert as well because you're asking for 2 pieces of information simultaneously. So instead of trying to grab both an email and a phone number at the same time, you should provide an incentive for each. Here's a spin-to-win pop-up form that I use for my store, which can be implemented with a tool like Privy for free. After they enter their email, they get a chance to spin the wheel for valuable prizes in my shop. Every slot on the wheel is a winner, and in order to get the coupon code, they must click the link to receive a text message with their prize. Now, visitors are much more likely to give you their email and mobile number this way, and this form is the highest converting form on my site and converts at 3.7%. Strategy number 4, run a Facebook Messenger ad with a chatbot. Now, one of the best ways to gather cold SMS subscribers is to run a Messenger ad. Facebook Messenger ads are the most effective ads you can run because Facebook already has everyone's phone number in their database. As a result, your customer's phone number can be pre-populated in your bot so they don't have to type at all. To run Facebook Messenger ads, I use a tool called ManyChat. Now, here's an example where I'm giving away a 30% coupon in return for a phone number. And as you can see in this photo, my mobile phone number is automatically populated as a button, so the user just has to tap their phone. And once I have their phone number in ManyChat, I send it over to PostScript to text the user with their coupon code. Now, while customers are receptive to your marketing text messages, you should send your messages sparingly to avoid annoying your customers. And right now, I'm sending messages at most once or twice per week, and I'm not utilizing any automated flows for my e-commerce business outside of an abandoned cart flow. And my click-through rates usually are in the double digits, and my unsubscribe rate hovers between 1 and 2%. Now, according to PostScript, the average unsubscribe rate is between 1 and 2, so I'm about average. Plus, I haven't received any complaints. So here's a typical SMS message that I might send out on a weekly basis. You can also send out abandoned cart messages if a user starts checkout but doesn't complete the purchase. Now, when you combine email marketing, SMS marketing, and Facebook Messenger marketing, I always stagger my sends. So for example, I'll send out an email on Monday, a text on Tuesday, and run a Messenger ad on Wednesday. Now, here are just some best practices. Unlike email, every text message that you send will cost you at least a penny per subscriber. So it's in your best interest to send text messages to segmented audiences with the highest engagement. And this is where PostScript shines because it's designed specifically for e-commerce. With a click of a button, you can instantly import all of your segments from Klaviyo and create custom segments of your own. As a result, if you're running a sale for custom aprons, you can send a special text messages for customers who are only interested in your aprons. And by segmenting your audience, you will get the highest ROI for your SMS marketing channel. Now, aside from the high open and click-through rates, the true power of SMS marketing lies within the conversations that you create. Right now, I have PostScript connected up to Gorgeous, which is a tool that I use to manage all my customer service in one place. So when anyone replies to a text message that I send, it goes to Gorgeous, where I can manage all of my responses. And what's nice about Gorgeous is that all this information related to a customer's phone number is pulled up in a sidebar on the same screen as the message. In addition, you can create macros to respond to standard messages at the click of a button. So in general, SMS is a much better platform for having conversations with your customers compared to email. So as a result, I often find myself upselling and cross-selling directly within Gorgeous to my text message subscribers. Not only do these conversations convert to sales, but it conditions your customers to expect text from your company going forward. So how does SMS compare to email and Facebook Messenger marketing? So to do this comparison, I sent out 3 campaigns on Black Friday, spaced 1 day apart for each platform. The email generated about $2,400. Meanwhile, a text message advertising the exact same offer 1 day later generated $1,350. Now, even though my email list is 10x larger than my SMS subscriber list, SMS regularly pulls in half of the revenue generated by email. And in some cases, SMS performs even better. Now, if I compare SMS versus Facebook Messenger marketing, the revenue per subscriber is also slightly better. When I ran a Facebook sponsored message campaign to a Messenger list roughly 2x the size of my SMS list, the Messenger campaign generated about $1,940 with an ROI of 53x. So here's a table that compares list size versus revenue for email, SMS, and Messenger, normalized to my SMS list size. So according to these numbers from my online store, SMS generates 558% more revenue per subscriber than email and 38% more than my Facebook Messenger per subscriber. So the million-dollar question here is, should you use SMS marketing? Well, if you aren't using text message marketing for your e-commerce store yet, you should definitely start now. Not only does SMS marketing carry the highest revenue per subscriber of any marketing medium, it's fairly inexpensive as well because you only pay for what you send. And the best part is that you own your mobile phone number list and no one can take that away from you. So in many respects, SMS marketing is a lot like email marketing, except the ROI is much better and you can easily build lasting relationships by having direct conversations with your customers.
Hope you enjoyed this video. Now, if you like what you saw, there's actually a lot more where that came from if you subscribe to my channel below. And if you are interested in learning how to sell physical products online, then click over here and take my free 6-day mini course where I'll walk you through everything that you need to know to get started in e-commerce. Thanks for watching.